So this is Ramon, channel is Alpha Centurion 4. We are doing a series titled something like How Have My Opinions Changed Since? Meaning since I've read a specific book, or how a specific book has changed my opinions and my life. These are not all the books that I've read. It's not an exhaustive list. And this is not saying that these books are necessarily the most entertaining or the most well written or anything like that. I'm now in the story of my life, about the age of 33 or 35. I've fully become a Catholic again. I'm no longer a lapsed Catholic. I'm now going to church every week. I'm now reading the Bible every day. So I decided to read the Bible again. I had just read the Bible. I just read the Quran. There's still some things I wanted to do with it, but I just moved on. And I decided to read the Catholic version of the Bible. The official NAB, the recognized Bible for liturgical use in the United States. And reading it this third time, this is now the third time that I read the Bible all the way through, was amazing. It was very powerful. I would go on to read the Bible a few more times, at least through missals and through liturgy. It's a 2-year cycle when you're doing it daily, 3-year cycle when you're doing it weekly, and I was doing both weekly and daily, and reading on my own and doing the catechism and all this other stuff. Yeah, when I read it again now as a Catholic, I very easily and very quickly and very obviously saw very, very, very Catholic things in the Bible, to the point that I couldn't understand what was going on with the Protestants. So after I had a very successful series talking to atheists and a very successful series talking to Muslims, I decided to do a series on the Bible. And the series flopped. I went from 2,000 views a video to 25 views a video. And it's been that way for about 2 years now. People were not interested in my biblical stuff, partially because it sounds a lot like the stuff that Jordan Peterson is saying, although I'm not saying it off of Jordan Peterson. But I went to the Church Fathers. At about this time, I started doing the liturgy of the hours. That means I was praying 3 times a day, 4 times a day, sometimes 5 times a day. And I was doing the liturgy of the hours, and I was doing the Bible, and I was reading the catechism, and doing all the super religious stuff, and reading the Church Fathers, specifically the selections that are in the liturgy. And yes, this is a new day. My camera overheated. We are now deep into Catholicism, and I am now practicing the liturgy of the hours. I was maybe 33 or 35, sometime around there. I did it 1 full year, 1 cycle. And then I decided to start talking about religion. So that's where we are. My channel has just changed to a philosophy channel. Shadow banning, the first great shadow ban war has happened. And can't help but think about Babylon 5 when I say that. But I am now reading the Liturgy of the Hours. And the Liturgy of the Hours and the Church Fathers, and also some other monastic, religious, and mystical writing. Here I'm thinking about Kierkegaard and some other Church Fathers. So this is now 5 years ago. And my views truly do change here. So I go from still considering myself kind of a lapsed feminist to losing any connection to feminism whatsoever. I also leave my Taoistic beliefs behind, as the Church Fathers make it clear that while they seem compatible on the surface and even philosophically, theologically, they cannot mix. So there goes that. Up until that point, although I'd never been explicitly pro-choice, I've always been pro-free will, as I still believe in free will. And so I believe that, morally it might be reprehensible, that the right to choose is still important. I then become pro-life, but not in a activist kind of way. I'm still not in an activist kind of way, but just in a moral, ethical way. If the choice is between life or death, choose life, especially at the expense of an innocent child. So that's where that lands. So feminism out the door. My views on pro-life issues, such as the right to suicide, begins to change. And that all comes from reading the Church Fathers. And at this point, my cat starts wanting attention. So I'll see you all in the next video.